Okay, it's final decision time. It's time for us to announce the next, the first, the real winner, the first web chef in Indian history. Let me start by telling you what we thought. Yuvraj, you were very, very lucky. You were eliminated right at the beginning. We have a very, very close competition because Meena, you have 22, Yuvraj, you have 21. Very, very narrow, Yuvraj. Very, very unlucky. But I have this terrible feeling I'm going to see you again. Nobody thought you would be standing here today. You did amazingly well given what happened. I liked your dish. I think you had problems with some of the flavors and with some of the presentation, but I thought you did okay. Madhushri, you were, I thought, a slow burner in the competition. You started off by giving us under-seasoned prawn pulao and pakoras, but you seem to have grown along the way. Sandeep, you were pretty much the giant of the group when we started because you had traveled much more than anybody else. You understood restaurants, you understood restaurant food, and I think all of us appreciated that. We could tell from your plates that you were really the star, that all your stuff was very, very professional.
I was pleasantly surprised that from seeing your history for the last couple of days, I mean, you come a long way from where we started, and I was very happy with what you did. Well done.
Massimo, what did you think of the risotto?
The risotto, I'm quite surprised with the risotto because of also you are a beginner. So as a beginner, you have done an amazing job. Well done. Well done.
Vikram, you've said pretty much about Sandeep's food. So tell me about what he did today. Tell me about Sandeep.
Well, Sandeep is as rightly said, that you are probably one of the most seasoned guys, right? You understand food in a better way than the rest of them. You understand the demographics of restaurant food in a better way. So you had that advantage, but then we could not consider it because we pitted you against this in the same level. Talking about today's dish, it was a very good attempt. We all knew that you are a fish guy, so you could cook fish very nicely, which you did perfectly. There was no problems with the cooking of the fish. It was nice and tender. The crust was very nice, you know. What went wrong was probably the small little factors, right? But then again, it was not an easy dish to get through. Honestly, it wasn't, but it was a brave attempt.
Yuvraj, very, very good. But it's difficult to do a compote when you've never done one. Difficult to work with sugar without burning it. A good attempt. But obviously, this is going to take time for you to perfect. Madhushri, you had never made a risotto before. You had never cooked with wine before. Is that right? Yes? And you had never cooked with pancetta or ham or bacon or anything before. So you began at a huge disadvantage. So whatever happened, we'll keep that in mind. As for you, Sandeep, you said to me, if you really don't like somebody, you give them this dish to make, which I thought was unfair. But, you know, somehow, though Vikram didn't think it was difficult, I thought it was difficult. I think Ajit thought it was difficult, and Massimo also thought it was difficult. Speaking for myself, and I think it's true of the other judges, I gave you an extra point just for that difficulty. So while all the others started from a base of 0, you started from 1, as far as I was concerned. So ultimately, I don't think you'll be surprised, Yuvraj, when I tell you, it came down to judging between Madhushri and Sandeep. It's a miracle you've got this far. You're going to get much further. You should have been eliminated on the first day. What you've done is amazing. So congratulations. But the battle really is between the two of you. Yeah? One person doing a dish she had never ever done before, cooking with ingredients she'd never used before, and one guy doing a dish you give somebody you don't really like. Yeah? So both of you had levels of difficulty. It came down to a very, very, very difficult choice. As far as you were concerned, Sandeep, my conclusion, and the reason I gave you quite high marks, was I thought you're a very, very accomplished person who's going to go very far in the food world. So congratulations. As for you, Madhushri, I was actually, my face fell when you said I've never cooked with ham or bacon. I don't know how to cook a risotto. I've never even tasted a risotto. I said, what is this girl going to do? Given what happened, given that you were up against really the star of this competition, a man who is a very seasoned person, who's traveled everywhere, all we were really testing when you went into that kitchen was, are you a natural chef? Can we throw you in at the deep end? And can we see whether you will swim to the top? I'll tell you what the results were because we've all tried your food. We now have a winner. We now have the winner of India's first online cooking competition, the first ever attempt in Indian history to find an amateur cook using the web. And yes, I think you may have guessed it from some of the things I've said. The winner of this competition in India's first Fame Box WebChef is Madhushri Rao. Surprised? I think we were too, I'll be very honest with you. None of us thought you were going to win. You pulled it really off in the end. The fact that we were able to throw, as I said, we threw you in at the deep end with a dish you didn't know, with ingredients you were not familiar with, and you still turned out a terrific dish, means you got cooking in the blood. If you're going to cry, do it after camera. You're like this close, I can see. Madhushri, it's my job now to crown you as web chef. Come. Well done. I know a hat doesn't amount to very much, but it's more than the hat. It's the title, it's the fame, and there's one more thing. Aman Kidwai, the restaurant manager of the hotel, is going to give you something very special. Congratulations. Very well done. That's a check for 1 lakh rupees. Plus, you get your own show on Famebox. Congratulations again. Come and thank you.
Congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. Well done. Very well done.
Thank you. I'm very happy for you. Thank you.
I'd just like to say that I don't speak much, but I just want to say that just being selected for the final round was a big thing for me, and being mentored by all of you has really been such a great experience, and I didn't think I'd make it, and now that I have, I just don't believe that.
I'll be honest with you, we didn't think you'd make it also, but the fact that you have is a tribute to how good you are in the kitchen. Congratulations again.
Full of appreciation for the chefs. The first one is for Chef Ajit Bagheera. Thank you so much for Next is for Chef Bikram Roy.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And Chef Hasima.
Thank you, Anand. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Thank you. You know, every competition has to have a winner, but this is one competition where there are no losers, because these 5 finalists were selected from hundreds of people all over the country who sent in their videos, and it's been a real joy for me personally. And I think I speak for all the chefs who've judged this as well as for myself. That's been a joy watching the finalists particularly, and you, Sandeep, are a real star. I think you were unlucky to lose, and I think I can reveal this now by a single point. But you're really going to go far. Congratulations.
Well done.
Thanks.
Well done.
Thanks, man.
Well done.
Yuvraj, you're the guy who came back from the dead. What can I say? Congratulations. For all our contestants who've come and worked so hard and done so well, I'm going to ask Dhruvang Vaidya, who's CEO of Famebox, which is organized WebChef, to give them little mementos. So folks, that's it, the very first WebChef competition organized by Famebox, hosted here in this glorious hotel, the ITC Grand Chola, in these wonderful kitchens with this wonderful team of chefs. I think you've enjoyed watching. You've certainly seen stars emerge in the kitchen, but a word to you, this is only just the beginning. There's more on Famebox, there's more on WebChef, there are more competitions coming, so keep watching.